We live in a day and age where our peace is being intentionally destroyed. The cosmetic industry wants you to feel incomplete so they can sell their products and surgeries to you. Millionaires and influencers on social media are busy telling you that not having a certain level of lifestyle is the reason for your unhappiness. And if that's not enough, our own friends, co-workers, and family are not at peace with themselves. And so just mere interaction or exchanging energies with them affects our peace as well. In a world filled with chaos, how do you actually protect your peace? And note that I didn't say find your peace, because it's not somewhere external. It is already within us. We just have to protect it. We have to keep it intact and safe within ourselves. Because when you feel that you're not at peace, it's your mind, body, and soul telling you that there's something missing and you need to look deeper within yourself. This video is inspired by R.C. Blake's video, who covered some amazing points on how to protect your peace as a woman, as a queen. And I've added some of his points and some of my own based on my personal experience. I'll also link his video in the description in case you're interested in watching that. First things first, what does peace mean to you? How can you have something if you don't have a clear idea or a specific exact concept of what it is to you? Because your peace can be different from my peace. We come from different backgrounds, we have different priorities, different personalities. I mean, how can we possibly have the same definition of peace? The best way to define your peace is to think of all of the things you're grateful for, all of the people, the opportunities, the things you're blessed with, and just make a list of it. And think about how you can cultivate more of it in your life. Then think about all the things you would like to have that you don't have yet, the things you can work towards to cultivate more peace into your life. Because most of us often think the first thing that comes to our mind is, oh yeah, if I had that, I would feel at peace, or I would be happy, or I would be more content in life. How about we start with the small things, the things that we already have, the things we often take for granted. I've got my list here in my notebook, and just putting it on paper itself gives me a sense of peace, and it makes me feel content because I know what I need in life to feel more peaceful. What are the things that I need to work towards, or what is the kind of mindset I need to have to feel more at peace? It's kind of a reminder, especially on days when I need a reminder. I feel like the reason why we lose our spark, our inner happiness that we had once as a child, is because of our social conditioning. For me personally, school played a major role in crushing my confidence and self-esteem, and there was no education or awareness on mental health whatsoever. But all I learned was that I'm an average student, hence an average person, just because I don't achieve the highest grades. And carrying that attitude, that mindset in university, all I did was study and stress over getting A grades. And I did end up being the topper of the class. It felt good for a while, made my parents proud, made my tutors, professors proud, but at the end I missed out on a lot of fun, a lot of opportunities that I could have had if I wasn't just always stressing about grades. So the question is, what did it cost me at the end of it? As much as I dislike social media, I have to say it was a good source of awareness for me in terms of mental health. Instagram has some really amazing accounts and some healthy content that actually educate you on different areas of mental health. I mean, only less than 2 years ago I learned about concepts like toxic empathy and what is gaslighting. I mean, I should have known this way back. Something I had to ingrain in my brain was that I am not what happened to me, but how I choose to deal with it and what I learned from it. In short, I have to take ownership of everything. You cannot expect others to be responsible for your peace of mind. Yes, some of us have gone through abusive childhood, traumatizing relationships, and back then we didn't have a choice because we were young and naive and dependent on adults. But now, as a grown up, we have two choices: either let our past dictate our present and our future by living in the victim mentality, like in the to me mode, that why did it have to happen to me? Why does life happen to me? Or we can take responsibility of our mental health right now by making the right choices and cultivating peace into our lives. And this may require you to choose your friends and your partner, especially wisely, very wisely. Anyone who tampers with your peace needs to go. No matter how long you've known them, how much secrets you know, what history you have, no one and nothing is worth compromise on your mental health. This might be a hard pill to take for some of us, especially when emotions are involved. But if you just think about it, what's even the point of having those people around you when they are just going to make you feel miserable and add no value to your life? And this may require you to do some deep work mentally, and you have to make your inner world so strong, if not strong, then at least stable, so that the outer world can't just affect you easily or just run over you. Mental strength is a part of it. I'm not advocating 100% stoic nature, just being unfazed and detached from the world. Of course, things hurt, especially from the people we care about. But when you're doing deep work, a lot of things will come up. Things that you're insecure about your past trauma. You have to work on them one at a time. Because if you feel like you're getting triggered by every little thing, that's something that you need to work on. It's not that you need to throw that person out of your life. Maybe they are actually good for you, they care for you. This goes without saying, but I think some of us need a reminder that not having boundaries is an open invitation to disappointment or disrespect. How can you expect someone how to treat you if you don't show them how to? If you don't communicate your needs, your deal breakers, things that are important to you, you can't expect them to know that for you. And this goes for friendships, family, romantic relationships. You need to know your boundaries. You need to know your values, the things you cannot compromise on. What is your love language? What is your fight language? What are the weaknesses you're working on? Knowing yourself is important. It is a prerequisite to know your boundaries. The best advice that I learn and that I apply in my life almost every day is that not everything deserves your reaction. Your energy is too precious. The moment I stopped reacting to drama, hate, rumors, and just minded my own business and just focused on using my energy on improving myself, focusing on my life, the quality of my life improved. Because here's the thing about narcissists, they like to feed off of your reaction, and if you don't give them what they want, they will get bored and they'll just leave and they'll go find their next victim. But some situations do require a response, because they can mistake your silence as a consent to continue their inexcusable behavior. So they may start taking you for granted. They need a reminder. For example, saying no, something that I personally struggled with. Letting someone that you care about know that something they said has hurt you. There's nothing wrong in that. In fact, it is important, because you'll just keep it inside of your heart, and it's going to create emotional distance. It turns into a disease. It eats you up from the inside. If you think this relationship or this friendship is worth giving a chance, let them know. Talk to them about it. This is a test for them as well. And again, you also need to check if the things that are hurting you, is it connected to a trauma or some insecurity, like what is it that's triggering you. So you have to constantly work on yourself, and the first thing you have to do is like journal and just reflect on yourself. You can do some shadow work and therapy if needed. Self-love, this is the core, this is the foundation. Self-love is like a big giant tree, and self-respect, self-esteem, self-confidence, they are like the branches of that big tree. Can you truly be at peace with yourself if you don't love yourself, or if you hate yourself? If you're caught up with guilt or shame or regret with the past, can you truly be at peace if you hate someone else? Because forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, it's for your peace of mind. If you truly love yourself, you will show up for yourself. You'll show up at the gym, at the therapy sessions, at the class that you need to attend to improve a skill. You won't have to rely on motivation because you have a strong enough reason, you have a strong enough love for yourself. You don't need motivation to eat healthy or to meditate, you just need a strong enough why. And again, if you love yourself, you will value your time and others' time, and you won't waste it on mindless things and Netflix and social media. Procrastination won't be an issue for you. So peace is not a privilege, it's an option that we all have at different levels. At times we are so fixated on adding that one thing or removing that one thing or one person into our lives or from our lives that we often ignore the little things, the simple things that give us peace in this moment right now. You don't need to travel to another country to find peace. You can find peace here right now in this moment in your room without anyone's permission. You need to let go of the strict rules that you've placed on yourself to feel at peace. My biggest source of peace is prayer, meditation, journaling, reading, spending time in nature, spending time with family, self-care. None of these things require money, but they require your time and intention, which is exactly why I quit social media. I know I'm going to bring this up in every video. I'll end this video by saying that peace comes above everything. I have quit a job in a field that I liked because of a toxic work culture. I would rather let go of something that I want, that I desperately want and like, than to have it and compromise on my mental health, on my peace. So at the end of it, what I realize is that my worth is not measured by validation, by traditional education system, but by my relationship with my creator. And that's the ultimate source of peace for me. And to anyone who's struggling with self-love or feeling at peace right now, if all you did today was take a shower and just eat something, then that's something to be proud of. That's an act of self-love. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you have any feedback, any comments, leave it down in the comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.